stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. On the run, it's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Dyer. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on first down. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Dyer. Makes the grab, it's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Breaks into the open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's in there for a touchdown.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
First and 10.
They'll go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. That's caught, it's James. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking for a physical attack from the guy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just a short pass to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. And it'll be a touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
To the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Brings up second down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
That's a big-time completion. And, guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Wide open, he makes the catch. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Now adjusting. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Here comes the Heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Try to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
downfield. It's Dyer. They'll run the screen. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most.
Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half.
Sets the kick this low.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
First and goal for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to pass, it's Bachmeyer. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And the timing just a hair off.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. Finding an escape route. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this 1st down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
There he goes. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on his way. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Takes the easy one to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Wants to throw. It's Dyer. The screen, and watch out. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking for room. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first to keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. The 20. Touchdown. That would have put a little extra distance. Give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Green 25.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively.